Today we are talking about our Whirlpool refrigerator. Now, we should have known when the day it was installed,
the Whirlpool logo is coming off.
the Whirlpool logo is coming off.
Wait, you didn't buy this like on the in Times Square in New York from some guy out of the back of a vehicle, did you?
Not.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, so we want to
really
warn.
It's a Whirlpool.
We want to warn. We want to warn everyone before you buy a Whirlpool refrigerator.
Come on, Whirlpool, get it together, people.
Whirlpool, you just got to get it together. All right, our refrigerator was installed 18 months ago, and for 17 months and 29 days, it has been nothing but a pain in our backsides. And so we're going to tell you what's going on with it, and we want your suggestions. So first of all, it was a major hassle just getting this refrigerator. I mean, delays, all kinds of stuff. It came damaged, all that. Okay, fine. We finally get it in, and the ice maker doesn't work. So first, the ice maker isn't making ice. Then we get the ice maker going. Yeah, and it's doing it again. And then it just overflows with ice. And it won't stop making ice.
Well, the ice bucket they gave us for it is smaller than the space. So when the ice fills up to a certain level, it dumps all over the side and falls down in the bottom of the fridge.
Falls all over the food.
So you hear like crashing sounds where when the ice dumps, it all ends up at the bottom of the fridge. So was it Pistol that gave us that other doodle?
Yeah.
Pistol found another
Our
thing.
appliance guy.
Yeah, a little paddle piece that we could stick on the arm to try to make it turn off sooner. And it
Doesn't
sort
really
of worked for a while, but mostly I think, did we end up buying a bigger bucket for it?
Yes.
We were trying to buy a bigger bucket for it so it wouldn't dump all over the place. So that was a very poor design.
I'm going to interrupt here and say this video is brought to you by our Dining on a Dime cookbooks. They are on sale right now in the description below. Please visit us at livingonadime.com if you want easy recipes that are cheap and get you in and out of the kitchen and quick that your family will love. livingonadime.com. So then the thing was noisy. And I mean, we're talking noisy. We got the decibel reader and it was like 65, 69. We were like, this is not okay. And it was loud. So Pistol came in and
Again, our appliance repair guy.
The appliance repair guy, under the warranty, placed the fan twice. Pistol replaced it once. 6 months later, our sons replaced it again, because by that time it was out of warranty. So then our sons got another one off of Amazon for 16 bucks and replaced it for us. Then we had to fix part on the back where the panel was. Then he said the panel was vibrating against the fan. So Pistol came in and adjusted that. Now we are down to 49 to 50 decibels on a good day.
Is this after the frame?
The frame?
The box?
Getting damaged? Oh,
no, after this.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, so that's after. So even after we did all that, we were down to, I think it was 55 decibels. So then we finally gave up, and Mike...
I built a plywood case around it.
A plywood case, which we already had a case before, which is disgusting. And we got rid of it because I really didn't want a case around it.
And I built it out of 3/4 inch because it's extra thick.
Yeah.
And online people were saying the extra thick 3/4 inch would be better at quieting a fridge.
And we are still at 49 to 52, 3 decibels. But here's the thing. The darn tootin' thing runs 23 out of the 24 hours a day. Okay, maybe 22 hours out of the 24. Right now, by some miracle, we just happened to not, we hit a time when it finally turned off. The thing never stops running. So here's an example of what it sounds like in one of my videos. Here is our rice And our chicken. There you go, all in one. There. The thing never stops running.
And it's, how far is it to the chairs from here? 20 feet?
Yeah.
So 20 feet away. So this is kind of a sort of an open concept.
It's very much an open concept.
Because the kitchen has no wall between here
Yeah.
and the dining room and the living room. And so the noise travels greatly straight over there. And it's like 20 feet away to those chairs, but you're sitting there and the noise over there is so high.
It's hard to talk sometimes.
Well, and a lot of times we can talk, but it's just this obnoxious sound. Like if you were sitting outside on your front porch and there was a semi idling in your front yard, it's kind
like
of
a
a sound.
semi idling in our living room all the time.
Idling sound. And the interesting thing is when our Pistol, our appliance guy, came in and replaced the fan, it was a little bit quieter at first, and he was trying to do some other things to try to quiet it down too, to reduce vibration. But after he left, over the next couple days, the sound just got louder and louder. And after our sons put in a new fan that we bought online, which is the exact same fan.
Worked again for what?
Couple of days. And then it got louder and louder and louder again. And so, and online, people say, how many decibels is it now with the box on it? 40 something?
49.
People say, oh yeah, you don't have to talk over it. Well, I hope not from 20 feet away. You don't have to talk over it. But the sound
They say a quiet refrigerator is 36 decibels or less. And I'm not going to get into all of explaining decibels because it's hard to explain. But what it amounts to is going up one step for a decibel isn't like going up one step. Here's a little chart. So going from the 36 to the 50 that we average on
massive.
This one, it's a 35 times increase. It's not just
a little
15
louder.
times. It's 35 times increase. I think if we got it right. We may not have it right. You engineers, if we're wrong, you can go ahead and clear everybody up in the comments. That's fine. But what I'm just saying is 1 and 1 isn't 2. 1 and 1 is like 4.
Well, mathematically,
so
when you increase 1 decibel, it's almost doubling the sound.
Yeah. So you double the sound every step you go up.
Yeah.
So this isn't just a minor issue. You can tell I have had it.
Well, and if Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And trust me.
And I'm not joking when I say the day before Christmas, 2 days before Christmas, the 22nd, we were trying to finish up our last videos on Super Easy Recipes, our other channel that just went crazy over Christmas. Thank you everyone for watching. I was about to take a hammer to this refrigerator. I was sitting here at the kitchen table trying to edit videos, and I was like, if I have to listen to this thing one more minute, I am going to take a hammer and start hammering it. I had it. It was all Mike could do to keep me calm. So.
Well, and and the sound is obnoxious, but when your wife is constantly telling you 4 or 5 times a day, I'm going to take that thing and take a hammer to it. Ah! I want you to hold up we have a mini kitchenette in our basement. And she's like, I'm going to have y'all haul this one down there and bring that other one up here. And I was thinking, no, we're not doing that. So
I almost hauled it up by myself.
So that was shaking my head.
I would have figured it out.
Well, but so I was just like, I'm sorry. Like we need a refrigerator that's quiet. And at this point I will pay a lot to get one that's actually quiet.
We are looking for a refrigerator again.
Well, we were actually talking to the boys because they're brilliant with technical things, and I was like, can we take the guts that make it run and put them in another room and have the refrigerator box only in here? So we were pretty desperate on that.
So we're looking for another refrigerator. Now, we've narrowed it down to Bosch and LG. Now, Pistol says that LGs are fine, except that LG is right in the middle of a lawsuit because their compressors fail and they won't fix them. They refuse to, even under warranty, this is what the sales lady at Home Depot told me, that they won't fix the compressors if your LG refrigerator goes out. And it's been happening like 6 months to a year to 3 to 5 years. It depends on the refrigerator, they're saying. So my question is, Do any of you have an LG refrigerator that is quiet and doesn't continually run? Do any of you have a Bosch refrigerator that's quiet and doesn't run? And Pistol said to get the French door. I personally do not want a French door. Why? I don't think you should have to open 2 doors to get one thing. And I hate having to open this one and then this one. I can't just open this one because it has a little flappy thing. So you have to make sure you get this one first and then close this one.
But if we have to give up something, at this point, I'm like, dear, we are getting a quiet one. I don't care what the model is, what the design is, what color it is. It has to be quiet because I don't want to hear the hammer thing anymore. And it is really obnoxious. Like, it's not just Tara.
No.
It's just that it bothers us. Guys are just more tolerant of obnoxious things going on anyway.
Yes.
But the thing is, it still bothers us too. So
it's not
so
just
I was
me.
thinking, I don't care about the design. I don't care how, I mean, it's fine if we can get one that works for you, like it's not the French door. But if the French door was half the sound, we would buy the French door.
And here's our huge frugal flop. 2 things. First, the refrigerator we had before this was a Samsung that was a French door, and I hated the French door, so I got rid of it, but it was actually quiet.
It was a lot
didn't run all
quieter.
the time. So I sold it for $500, and I'm kicking myself now. Yes, I am. But the second mistake was I went with white appliances. And you can't find appliances in white. We did find an LG that was in a white, but I don't think we could get a Bosch or a KitchenAid in white.
Just get a stainless one and get some Rust-Oleum. And
so that means if we get a white refrigerator, or a stainless refrigerator, we are going to have to replace the stove and the dishwasher because we won't have matching appliances then. So that's kind of where we're stuck. So we're wondering, do you guys have any advice? Do you have any input? Have you been through this? What do you think? I mean,
it sounds like it's a big problem for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
this isn't just us.
it is funny because part of the thing was that Whirlpool is indicated online as being very reliable, but
that's why we got it, for reliability.
Yeah, but when we look at the details, it appears that this is not an uncommon problem. So I'm not sure how they got that kind of reliability rating. So
I think because it's only 18 months old, I can get almost all my money out of it by reselling it, because here in Wyoming, being able to get appliances is very difficult. So I think I can probably get a good portion of my money out of it, and it works just fine.
It cools
and if you
fine.
have a refrigerator,
if it was in a different room, or like if you had a house where the kitchen wasn't part of the rest of the house, then it might not be a big deal. Because the thing is, like, I've worked at restaurants where you're in the places and the refrigerators are making noise, but it's not where you're sitting, relaxing for the day. It's not where you're sleeping, whatever. And so the open concept thing, I think, is really a problem with the fridges as well.
Yeah.
But I think at this moment...
Pistol said the French doors don't run as much because the side-by-sides have to pull the cooling up and over, where the side-by-sides have it.
He also said that this has one big fan to move things around, and those have multiple smaller fans. So at the moment, my leaning is towards the fancier LG one, even though it has less good of a repair rating. Because honestly, I'd rather have to buy a new fridge every 3 to 5 years than to deal with this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right, guys, give us your 2 cents. We want to know, please. livingonadime.com.